Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is a bit of a Watch Dogs Legion kind of critique video. Normally, I'd be talking live while playing the game. However, this time I'm going to be actually, you guys are going to be seeing gameplay of Watch Dogs Legion at night, and then also at daytime, me driving around, doing some side missions, that kind of thing. No major spoilers, just kind of recruiting characters, doing random crap. But normally, like I said, it'd be a live thing, but I'm actually talking over it, so just to let you know why I'm not commentating over what I'm doing. So this is going to be more or less, not necessarily a review of Watch Dogs Legion, but kind of what I've been noticing over the past few hours of gameplay, as well as some other people on YouTube and Twitter who have shared their expressions with me. So really, this is kind of a message to not only Ubisoft, but also other people who play Watch Dogs Legion. So, a lot of Ubisoft games, Far Cry, all the Far Cry games, most of the Assassin's Creed games, Watch Dogs 1 and 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, even the Rayman Raving Rabbids games, they're all really fun. Every Ubisoft game I own is a friggin' blast. And Watch Dogs Legion is no different. Watch Dogs Legion is a blast. I love the game. It's extremely fun to play. It's very addicting. However, most Ubisoft games have their fair share of glitches, right? Nothing crazy, maybe the occasional screen tear doesn't bother me. Maybe the occasional pop-in, I don't care. Maybe it'll crash. Every game I've ever played or owned has crashed at least once. Even GTA 5, even the big boys, they've all crashed. At least once for me. Not a big deal, right? You frickin' do it again. But a lot of what I've seen from this game, and again, you're going to be seeing daytime and nighttime and all that, so really look out for it as I'm talking. A big issue with this game necessarily isn't the game itself. Watch Dogs Legion, like I said, it's extremely fun. It's very, very fun. If you love Watch Dogs 1 and you love Watch Dogs 2 for the fun aspect of missions and open world adventure, and just kind of effing around and do whatever you want, getting the cops on you, whatever you want to do in an open world game like a Watch Dogs title, it's there, and it's in spades and Legion. So don't get me wrong. I have a base Xbox One, as you guys know. I don't have any Xbox One S, Xbox One X. I plan on getting an Xbox Series X for Christmas, hopefully. So then, of course, Legion and Squadrons and No Man's Sky and all the other ones will be really powerful on there. But just coming forward, I have a base Xbox One. Nothing crazy. So every game I have, I believe, 68 games. Most of the games that I have played run perfectly. The worst game I've ever played, technical-wise, not necessarily fun factor, but how it runs, how it looks, the frame rate, all that stuff. That is technical. The worst game ever is Just Cause 3, which came out in 2015. I think Just Cause 3 is a fun game, but it's nowhere near Just Cause 2 or even Just Cause 4, technically. Just Cause 3 runs like poop. That's all I can. It's poop. It's bad. All right, it's poopy bad. Because if you've seen anything, I played Just Cause 3 on the channel before when I first started my YouTube channel. It runs so slow. I swear to God, Rico Rodriguez is like either a freaking depressed Snorlax or he's really, really slow. Really, I mean, it's like a slideshow from like the 40s. It's extremely slow paced, and it drops to like 10 FPS, man, and it's FPS means frames per second if you don't know. So the frames per second really should be 30 for most Xbox games, and Just Cause 3 goes to like freaking 10. So it's really bad. Just Cause 4, another really fun game, my favorite in the Just Cause series. When it first came out in December of 20 whenever, it looked really bad. I mean, it looked so bad. Some of the textures now on Just Cause 4 are like N64 grade textures on rocks and trees. Now, again, I don't really care about that, but it just goes to show, why does this game look so bad? Well, Just Cause 3 looked amazing, and it ran like poop. Just Cause 4 runs amazing. It's basically always a consistent 30 FPS, but it looks really bad. Now, is it the worst looking game in the world? No. But the reason I bring that up is because Watch Dogs Legion, it's extremely fun, and it runs for me, again, on a base Xbox One at a consistent basic 30 FPS for the most part. I don't really notice any lag, really at all. I mean, I'm not talking Just Cause 3 lag, maybe the Lego Ninjago movie video game lag. Nothing that bad. I barely notice any lag. It's consistently mostly at a 30 FPS. The reason why I'm making this video is for Ubisoft to hear this and for other guys. This game really has some of the worst screen tearing in a game I've ever played. Now, I've played Wildlands, I played Watch Dogs 2, Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, All those games have screen tearing. Are they bad? No, and it's very, very, very easy to miss, all right, especially if you're looking for it. I was playing Wildlands the other day. I barely notice it, and I notice it, but it's not like, oh my god, it's so bad, we're at the point of it being sick. When Just Cause 4 came out, I got headaches playing Just Cause 4. Again, on launch day, because the motion blur was stretched to 100 and you couldn't change it. So that was Avalanche Studios being really, really kind of piss poor with their, their marketing and everything, production development team and all that. It was just really bad. Why is it stuck at 100? And then they, of course, updated it and patched it, and now it doesn't look terrible. Now I have the motion blur completely off, so that's good. However, Watch Dogs Legion released on October 29th, so 3 days ago, basically. I should be posting this on November 1st, day after Halloween. And basically, again, I mean, it's hard to explain, but hopefully you see in this gameplay, it's really fun, trust me. It's a great game, but technically it's a mess. The best I could describe it is Watch Dogs Legion is the most fun, yet destructively technical game I've ever played. It's just the worst. It's one of the worst. It's not Just Cause 3 lag, and it's not Just Cause 4 graphics, but it's its own category of Watch Dogs Legion screen tear. I mean, it's not that bad at nighttime, but when you watch gameplay during the day, look out for it in this video, or even if you just want to watch other YouTubers or whatever, or me, more gameplay. I'm going to be posting that soon. But the screen tear, if you don't know what screen tear is, and you'll see it, it's basically the screen literally tears. It goes like different, kind of like wavelengths across the screen. And normally I don't care. I'm like, oh, big deal. But this game is so bad. And, you hear the argument, well, Watch Dogs Legion is so big, it won't work on base Xbox One. It's really designed for the Xbox Series X and PS5. And to that I say bullcrap and a half, because I've played 68 games on my Xbox One, and all of them are bigger. Most of them are bigger than Watch Dogs Legion. GTA 5 is bigger than Watch Dogs Legion. Just Cause 4, Just Cause 3, No Man's Sky. So many games I have are bigger open worlds than Watch Dogs Legion. And I know the big focus of Legion is recruit anyone, play as anyone. Maybe that's why. But if Ubisoft or anyone looks me in the eye and tells me, oh, it runs like garbage and it has screen tear because it's so big, no, it doesn't. It runs like it looks like garbage with the screen tear because they didn't care enough and they pushed it out. And that's the truth. Far Cry New Dawn came out, 2 years ago or a year ago? I have no screen tear in that game. It's massive. I have a base PS4, and I'm playing it on that a few days ago. It runs great. So why Watch Dogs Legion has this much screen tearing is beyond me. I've played this game sometimes for 2 hours straight, 3 hours straight, and just to film and just for fun and just to notice. And it's so bad. And I don't want to throw hate at Ubisoft. I don't want to throw hate at anyone who... Because, again, I love this game. It's really fun. But technically, it is a mess. And I've even heard on Xbox One S and even maybe on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. Even on PC, it's a freaking mess. And Ubisoft, I don't know, maybe you didn't want to compete with Valhalla coming out in a week or whatever. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But this is unacceptable. It really is, And I paid $60 for a good game. It's a fun, good game, and I don't regret my $60. Especially if I get my Xbox Series X for Christmas, it should run and look perfect on that. Again, it really is made for Xbox Series X, but I don't want Ubisoft to be like, oh, well, you bought the inferior version. It's like, no, I still paid my $60. How come it screen tears so much, Maybe they will patch it in a few days or a week, and this video will be obsolete. But right now, on November 1st, when this is going live, I'm filming it on Halloween before I get all my awesome stuff ready that you guys would have seen already, because this is going up on the 1st. It really is, it's a technical nightmare. It really is, I mean, I've never seen a game, like, I played it for 2 hours, and I got a headache a few days ago, and my eyes were hurting. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not some kind of baby. This has an effect on people, and I've seen it on YouTube and other Twitter videos. It really does. I got a headache playing Just Cause 4 when that came out before they updated it. People were throwing up in real life because of how bad the motion blur was in Just Cause 4. And I don't think people are puking yet because of Legion, but Jesus Christ, man, the screen tear is so bad. And maybe you might not notice it here, but when you're playing the game, or at least when I play it, I noticed it. So Ubisoft, I know you're not going to watch this video. I did actually go on Twitter and tweet Watch Dogs Legion Twitter, if you guys have seen my Twitter. I said, look, you guys got to patch, it's a great game, it's really fun, but you guys got to patch the screen tear, it's really bad. And they actually responded, and they were like, oh, please send me a video. And I'm like, that's kind of weird, why the hell would I need to send you a video? Just play the game. It runs like crap. You know what I mean? This isn't some scientific Area 51 shite. So I'm like, all right, I freaking. So I filmed it and I sent it to her, and the Ubisoft representative was like, oh, thank you for sending this through. I'm like, thanks for even acknowledging me on Twitter, but don't take my gameplay and be like, oh, okay, throw that in the garbage bin. I want Ubisoft to look at my gameplay and look at others' gameplay on YouTube and see, wow, there's a lot of screen tearing on base consoles. We got to patch that. I hope they don't pull a lazy, half-ass it and go, oh, well, we'll just wait until Series X because, I don't want this to be an evil marketing ploy where they're like, oh, maybe if we make the base console look like crap, they'll buy the really expensive console, because that's not a good marketing ploy either. I'm going to buy the console either way. Don't make your game look like crap just for me to do it, So it's really a message to Ubisoft of the game's really fun, and I'm enjoying it. I do not regret paying $60 for it. It's a blast. But graphically, it needs some fine-tuning. And again, same with screen tearing. Don't tell me, oh, Franchise Fanatic, it looks worse because it's too powerful. No. You know how many games I have? Like I said, 68 games on Xbox One that look better. I was playing Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I know The Force Awakens is a big Lego game, but comparing a Lego game to Watch Dogs Legion really isn't the same thing. I know Lego games are AAA. I know they're huge titles. But Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens came out in 2016, and Watch Dogs Legion came out a few days ago. And The Force Awakens looks 10 times better. And I get it. If I'm playing it on Series X, I promise it'll look better. But right now, it's just... the graphics aren't the worst thing. It's not just cause 4 level bad, but it's getting to a point where I look at the raindrops on the floor, or I look at my broken car windshield, and it's just pixels. It's like motherfudging Minecraft pixels. And that's not good. Just Cause 4 has the exact same graphic look to it. Because the game is so big, they have to make it dumbed down in graphics. And I don't think that's a good thing. Either bite off more than you can chew and handle the situation, or don't bite off more than you can chew and handle the situation. And I think Ubisoft wanted to make this game too big and too ambitious that they jacked it up in the process. Now, the game runs basically great. Again, consistent 30 for me for the most part. I had one crash, but again, I don't care. Every game crashes at some point. What I need Ubisoft to know, and you guys to know, because when you guys watch me, I'm playing base Xbox One. I'm just a normal YouTuber. You watch Wiley B or Willie B or whoever, all these other big YouTubers who get these Ubisoft sponsorships and all that stuff. They are literally getting paid by Ubisoft to promote Watch Dogs Legion. They legally cannot say anything bad about Watch Dogs Legion before it comes out, because then Ubisoft will be mad at them. That's how it works. They go, hey, we'll pay you mad bucks if you say how awesome and badass Watch Dogs Legion is. And they go, okay, sure. Remember when Just Cause 4 was being announced? It looked amazing, and then the game came out and it looked like complete garbage? Same thing here. I'm watching these big YouTubers play this game, and I don't notice any screen tear. I don't notice any FPS drops, or it looks bad. It looks great. And one of them was playing on base Xbox One. So what's the deal, Ubisoft? And again, I'm not trying to throw hate. You guys really made a good game here, but technically, it's a mess. It really is. You guys need to patch it. And I don't want that excuse of, oh, just wait till the new console, because that's more powerful. I think that's a complete waste of an excuse of breath. No, that doesn't work for me. No matter what area I get it on, Series X, Xbox One X, One S, or Xbox One Vanilla, if you want to call it, the base one I have, it should look fine, it should run fine, it should have no screen tear. So hopefully they can patch this as soon as possible. It's getting to a point where I'm almost considering not recording more for YouTube because it looks that bad. The screen tear is unbelievably horrid. And again, I love the game. I think it's fun. I think it has great sound design. The voice acting is a bit weird at times. What are you going to do? But for the most part, I think it runs great. Technically it's okay at times. But for the most part, when you're playing in the daytime, it just, I'm having a great time driving throughout the city doing missions, recruiting people, and then all of a sudden the screen tears to hell, and I'm like, God, my eyes are bleeding, you know what I mean? So, Ubisoft, patch the screen tear, patch the PC, patch everything, man. Don't make that excuse of waiting for the next-gen consoles, because we don't want to hear it. Video game and gamers alike, we pay money. No matter what version of console we have, we should have a good experience. Not, oh, well, you have the base console, so of course it's going to be crap. No, it should be good on all. Maybe a few hiccups here and there. I can deal with a little bit of lag once or twice. I can deal with 1 or 2 screen tears. But when it's tearing constantly, and it's just, I was looking at a building, and maybe you're watching this gameplay and you're looking at a building. it doesn't, certain textures look really bland, and I don't care too much, but it just shows. It just shows that Ubisoft, with all this graphic stuff and this green tear, just kind of shows that they kind of half-assed this game. And I really love it, and I'm sure it's going to be fantastic on the Series X. It's going to look great, run great, all that stuff. But right now, it's in a state of mess technically, and Ubisoft needs to patch it. So, again, if you guys watch me, I hope you understand. I'm not trying to hate this game. I, in fact, really enjoy playing it. But there are a lot of problems that they need to address sooner rather than later. And again, if you watch these big YouTubers, and well, how come they don't have any problems? Well, just remember, they were probably bought out by Ubisoft. Not all of them were, but a good majority of them are, because when you're a quarter of a million subscribers, Ubisoft's going to look to them. Ubisoft doesn't give a crap about my channel. And even though I think I have a great channel from the subs I have, it's not, to Ubisoft, it isn't as good as the big guys because of numbers, so they're not going to go to me. They're going to go to the guy with 1 billion subs. So keep that in mind as well. When you watch these bigger end YouTubers, it's not like, oh, my copy's broke. It's just money talks, you know what I mean? And I really hope they don't go, oh, we'll wait until the Series X. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here. It's about 20 minutes, almost 16 and a half minutes. Tell me in the comments if you have Watch Dogs Legion. A, is it fun? B, no spoilers for the story. And C, you have any problems, on any of your system hardware things? Do you have any screen tearing like me? Because it's almost constant. Do you have any graphical suffers, in there? Graphic delays, so to speak. Like, literally, I think the worst thing is probably the raindrops and the broken windshield on your car. It's literally just pixels. I mean, it's so bad. It's just terrible. So anyway, great game all around. I would recommend Watch Dogs Legion with an asterisk. If you're a graphics buff, wait. I necessarily don't care too much about graphics. I really don't care. But it's getting to a point where I play Legion for fun, or for YouTube or whatever, and I'm just, like, looking at it like, why? That's my question. Why Ubisoft, So hopefully you guys can patch it sooner rather than later. Again, positivity. I love this game. It's really fun. But negativity, man, I got to tell you, it's a technical mess. So please fix it, Ubisoft. I hate games when they release like this. So many games. Fallout 76, Just Cause 4, Legion. It's this horrible state of mentality where developers rush a game out and they go, oh, we'll fix it later. They won't care. It's just a patch. It's like, we care. That's the big thing. We care. I care. I want this game to be the best it can be. In Series X, I'm sure it will be, but base Xbox One deserves better. Trust me. All the games I've played are not as bad as this. This is unacceptable for Ubisoft. So, anyway, hope you guys can patch this. Tell me in the comments what your experiences are with this technical side of things. Again, no spoilers for the story. How does it run for you guys? How's this tearing? And I'd like to know in the comments. Hopefully this will get patched. If it does, I will continue to keep you guys updated, because I want to know myself, and I will be posting more Watch Dogs Legion content. If it gets to a point where the screen tearing is so bad and I can't play it, you know why I stopped. Trust me, because pretty crazy. Alright, guys, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay in the background. And again, hope you enjoyed this little talk. I just wanted to tell you guys that, yeah, Watch Dogs Legion is fun, but under the surface, it's kind of a mess. Thank you, guys. Hopefully this gets patched soon, and we'll see you guys in the next video.